ஸ்ரீமதே ராமானுஜாய நமஹ. ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவள்ளே சரணம். Today we are going to learn about Mamanuigal's Vaibhavam, since today is the Aipasi Tirumulam, which is also the Tirunakshatram of Alagiya Manavala Mamanuigal. So from today on we will be seeing a series in the English language regarding the Mamanuigal's Vaibhavam. So, who is Manavala Mamanuigal, also known as Great Ascetic, as the name loosely translates to? Who is he? He is the Swayam Acharya of Sri Ranganatha Perumal. Okay, where was Mamanuigal born? If we see into that, so he was born in the Alvar Tirunagari nearby Sikil Kiraram, and he has learnt the Samanya Shastram from his father and his maternal uncle. From there, he has came in search of Acharya, that is Thiruvaimoli Pillai. He has learnt from him all the Sampradaya Vishyams, which he himself has collected from many of the Acharyas, because everything was lost during the Mughal invasions. So that was the important pivotal role of Thiruvaimoli Pillai, because he had to collect all the Shastram from n number of places, and he has given everything to Mamanuigal so that he could do Sampradaya Pravartanam later. So Mamanuigal later was blessed with a child called as M. Ayyan E. Ramanujan, and after the Acharya Parampadam, Mamanuigal has left Alvar Tirunagari and reached Srirangam as per the Acharya's order. After reaching Srirangam, he was grandly welcomed and given the Pallavaraya Matam, which we see currently, and he has built at Kalakshepa Koshti Kudam, bringing the soil from the Pillailokacharyas Tirumaligi. This shows Mamanuigal's profound belief and his staunch devotion onto Pillailokacarya, who has saved our Sampradayam by writing many of the Shastrams which we learn today, the main among those being Sri Vachana Bhushanam. So he also got a Sishya who was known as Alagiya Vardar, and he later took sanyasam so that he can serve Mamanuigal with ease, also known as Punnadikal Jiyar. So after doing Srirangam Sampradaya Pravartanam from Srirangam, there were days going on. So Mamanuigal thought of doing a sancharam onto the Thiruvengaram hills. So Mamanuigal has took permission from Sriranganatha and left northward, reaching Kanchipuram and Sholingar and many other Divyadeshams on the way, doing Mangala Shastram to them, and at last reached the foothills of Thiruvengaram. At that time, Periya Kelvi Appan Jiyar, who was the Jiyar of Tirupati, who was established by the Ramanujar, had a strange dream. In that, there was seen as Grihastha lying down on a serpent bed like Ranganatha, and a Jiyar, Sanyasi, worshipping his feet. Then Periya Kelvi Appan Jiyar understood later that Mamanuigal has arrived to the place, and the dream which he has seen, it was nothing other than Mamanuigal's Vaibhavam. The Jiyar who was sitting at his feet was Punnadikal Jiyar. So it was divine intervention that he was also a Punaravataram of Yatiraja, that is Ramanuja, and also he is an avataram of Emberuman himself. So from there he had done Mangala Shastram to Thiruvengaram, and then he has reached Kanchipuram, where he started learning Sri Bhashyam from Kidambi Achan. So, and after learning many points, he had done Tarkam with many of his opponents and has won over them. At the end, seeing his untackled intelligence, the Kidambi Achan Swami Vamshastha, who has been teaching to Mamanuigal, wanted to see the original form of Mamanuigal. He has asked Mamanuigal to show his true form, for which, though Mamanuigal was hesitant, being an Acharya Agni, he had shown his true form to the Acharya. then he was understood none other than the Adishesha himself. That is Yatiraja Punaravatam. And then he has reached Sri Rangam and he started doing Sampradaya Pravartanam again as before. But this time he had heard that someone from Alvarthinagari has passed away and he had an Ashaucham, so that he couldn't do Kalakshepams or he couldn't perform regular Mangalashasanam to Ranganatha. Seeing the familial boundaries or familial bonds to be disturbing, Mamanuigal took sanyasam. Usually, after taking sanyasam, the person's name changes. Though, in the case of Alagiya Manavala Perumal, it was different because Ranganatha himself was ordered not to change his name, so he was now known as Alagiya Manavala Jiyar. So, this is what we have seen today, and wishing all the Bhagavatas a happy Tirunakshatram, as today is the day which we celebrate the Mamanuigal's Vaibhav. So, Adiyan will take a leave over here. We'll continue the Anubhavam in the next series. Alvar Embermanar Jiyar Trivaleshanam Srimate Ramaja Mahatru Munindra Mahatmane Sriranga Vasne Bhuyat Nitya Sri Nitya Mangalam.